so very hard because we have these children that we love and that we know what their potential is, but something's gone wrong.
Watching my son before, I should have trusted my instincts. My instincts were good, but I didn't want to believe certain things, and I wanted to wish problems away.
If you feel it as a parent, then you know what's going on, and you need to face it and take care of it.
If you're suspecting this, that chances are that your problems are much worse than you think.
No parent wants to believe the child they love so much could be dishonest, deceitful, or involved in dangerous behaviors.
I wanted to make it right. I wanted it so bad to be right that I believed her in the things she said. I believed that she was going to make the better choice the next time.
I couldn't give a consequence to my son that affected any of his actions.
Your child's road to help may lead outside your home or community.
And nothing that I ever did caused him to change any of his actions or bad decisions. So obviously it was out of our hands. We had to seek other help.
You're tearing apart our house. As much as I love you, and I will always love you, I don't want you here. You're killing yourself.
It's an agonizing decision.
What if I was wrong? What if I put him in the wrong place? What if, what seems to be okay is not okay?
It was probably harder for them to send me here than for me to come here.
My first thought was that she was going to change her mind, and I could somehow make her change her mind by promising that I would do better and stuff like that. Then I completely freaked out and wouldn't talk to her.
The worst part was the week before when I knew I was making this decision and Emma did not know. And I felt like I was a traitor to her. Making the plans, once I did it, it was like a load off my shoulders.
When the parent makes that initial decision to send a kid here, the kids are highly resentful, very upset, say very mean and hateful things to their parents.
I never realized how much I would actually miss her, but at the same time I hated my parents so much for at least 3 weeks.
If you think your child might need outside intervention, where should you turn? Discovery Academy is a therapeutic boarding school that may be right for your family.
If you're looking for a quick fix, then don't send them here.
It's not a detention center. It's a place where you send your kids where they can learn about themselves and learn about the things that they can do differently.
The analogy that I use in talking to parents is that we are a maintenance shop and not a repair shop. It's a difficult process, it's a painful process, but it's in the best interest of the child that they go through that pain of separation, and it's certainly a very difficult thing for parents to experience, but nonetheless they've exhausted all means available to them in the home and in the community, and now it's time to take a step like this.
With so many programs available, it can be difficult for parents to decide exactly which approach is best for their child.
I looked for a program that did the education, the counseling, the drug addiction.
Look for a program that has as its goal saving the children and restoring them to a positive life. These programs do that. They set out standards and they won't accept less than that.
If the goal of the program is to make your insurance company happy, it's probably not what's best. If the goal of the program is that certain specific outcomes will be achieved, regardless of how long that takes without artificial limits, that's probably a better hallmark.
As a therapist, I don't become the mother to your child, but I am a partner with you in parenting, and we work together.
If you had your children somewhere where you weren't at, what would you want somebody to do for your child? And that's really what it's all about. You have to care enough to make sure you hope you're doing what that parent would want, as far as to make sure that they can go to sleep at night and say, my child's safe, they're doing something good for them.
Discovery Academy has helped hundreds of families find happiness and success. Located in Provo, Utah, Discovery Academy combines the best therapeutic intervention with academic programs tailored specifically to your child's needs.
I think one of the greatest things about the program is that there are no students who can't here. We don't ever have the premise that this one is unable to do this particular thing. Everybody is regarded as somebody who can do anything they choose to do. They just have to learn how to do it.
A lot of kids might have ADD, ADHD problems focusing. They can come down here, they deal with it, they learn to work around it, and they walk out of here with knowing how to study, how to not be distracted, and to have had some success.
Most of the students have the capability to be a model student or a model teenager, but they've had struggles and they've had challenges, and part of the fun is helping them realize their potential, to see who they can be, to realize what their life could be.
I was doing drugs and stuff, and I just had like real anger management problems. I didn't go to school for like a whole year. I come to work Monday through Friday from like 6 to 4, 3:45. And then I go to school, and straight from here I do school until like 8:45. I guess you can say it helps me prepare for life.
To see someone go from being completely discouraged and hating school to wanting to have straight A's and planning on college, which they never thought they would do.
I'm doing extremely well in school here. I'm going to be graduating high school 6 months early, and I'm getting, A's and B's. And I'm in classes that I would never take in a regular high school. Like right now I'm taking Algebra 2, and then I'm going to go into trigonometry.
I didn't go to school at all. Like, I wasn't even going to get my GED. I was just not going to go to school. I'm planning on doing welding there and construction management.
Discovery Academy instructors are certified teachers licensed by the state of Utah. Most have master's degrees or advanced certifications in special education or learning disabilities.
One of the best things about the program that we do is the capability that we have to individualize to the needs of all the students.
I love the school here because you can move at your own pace. My GPA, I have made A's in all the classes. I've graduated from English already in 2 months. I graduated from English 12.
Studies show DA students scored significantly higher than their peers on SAT tests. ACT test scores were also higher.
Personally, if I could take all of my students from the public school and put them in this type of setting, I would, because I see them doing tremendous things individually on their own in the school program.
I'm 17, I'll be done school towards the end of December, early January, and my therapist says therapeutically I might not be done. So what she would like me to do is, go to UVSC and take college courses while I'm here and get credit while I'm still here at the program. Went to UVSC, and a couple of staff here told me about this aviation science program. It's one of the best ones in the country, and I looked it up, researched, and our educational guy here, Will, called, got me a tour at the airport, and just set everything up, and I'm a high enough level to go off campus, so we went and did that, and it's turning out really, really well.
Besides providing an academic environment geared to your child's success, Discovery Academy offers individual and family therapy.
So many of our kids have been used to being saved by parents, by friends, by a divorced parent who's not living with them. And when they come here, they learn to be independent. They learn to be compassionate human beings. They learn to care about their peers, but they also learn how to take care of themselves. They learn about natural consequences. They learn how to work into being young adults.
At home, I could have my dad say no and bug him and do what I can, and 3 days later I'd have what I want, if not sooner. And here, it just doesn't work that way. You earn everything, and it feels good. It really does, to earn something.
I think there's something in all of us that wants to earn the things that we have and not just have them given to us. And they experience that here. The level advancements, the grades that they get in school, everything that they have is earned. And that's rewarding.
Most of our students are involved in multiple hours of group therapy. We have anger management, drug awareness, relapse prevention, specialty groups. We have an adoption group, a bipolar group, and so they're getting a lot of therapy each week.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's put back.
Each student gets an hour of individual therapy a week. They have 30 minutes of family therapy, which is on the phone, which is supervised. We put it on speakerphone.
I wanted to see if there was anything you and your wife wanted to talk over. Some parents I would encourage not to change a whole lot of the things that they're doing in the home. Other parents, you want them to change almost everything.
Emma may have to be mad with me and angry with me and not like me at times, but I've got to show her that, you know, I stand firm in what I believe, what my expectations of her are.
I had a parent tell me that just the way I talked with their kid when we were on speakerphone it made a great impression on them, and they never knew that they could talk to their kid in that way. He sent me a card after the student left stating how valuable those phone calls had been, just observing me and listening to me in the way I managed his child.
This is a start to a new beginning. We as a family have to learn what we have to do for him. He has to learn what he's got to do for us. It's a whole process.
At Discovery Academy, equine therapy is an important part of the therapeutic process.
Equine is an experiential type of therapy. What horses do very, very well is reflect the feelings of the people working with them. Because what happens eventually is the kids are able to see themselves in the horses.
That's an experience that they probably haven't ever had, to be in an arena with 1,000-pound animals. Relationships with people and relationships with horses are really similar. In the first 1 or 2 sessions, they will almost always connect to a horse that is similar to them.
It's not the completion of the task that's important, it's a process that's involved. It was what they learned about themselves, about horses, and about life.
When you can see a difference in their attitude, a difference in their motivation, a difference in their personality, the light in their eyes, the happiness that they can gain.
When they get control of things and when they start feeling better about themselves through the therapy process, then as parents, then we also see that there is hope.
Being here has made me realize how much I love my mom.
Max is more than a teacher to me. He's one of my best friends. And they've helped me out through so much that they're even like, I consider them part of my family almost.
I like to see them come from where they were and to when they leave, and see the change in them, their outlook towards their family, their outlook towards school. I want to see a new kid, and you know what? We usually do.
My parents' trust and just bettering myself is better than doing drugs.
I'm very slow to throw up my hands and say there is no hope. I'm very hopeful, and I try to pass that hope on to parents.
I've gone on some home visits and I see everything different. You know, my parents look at me differently.
I know a better way, and I learned it at Discovery.
Don't just accept some marginal existence for your child. Don't just go along with something that's barely adequate. Look for something that will save them.
When our children start making choices that we know are impacting their lives, that it's time to do something fairly major, and it's time to have that intervention.
Maybe I was sent here to realize how much better things can be.
With the right direction and assistance, these kids have lives that are full of opportunity, and we can get them there if we work together.
I've seen people that I used to hang out with. I've talked with them, and I've seen how they are now and how I used to be, and I look at them and I see where I am at now from coming out of DA, and I'm like, why would I want to go back to that?
Coming out of Discovery Academy, he has that confidence, and he feels good about himself, and he's proud of things he's accomplishing.
I still have a lot of trepidation, but I have a sense of hope, and I didn't before we sent him away.
We all feel very, very good about where we've been and where we're going, and that's all we can ask for.
For more information on whether Discovery Academy is right for your child, please visit our website at discoveryacademy.com. You can take a free assessment to see if your child can benefit from our program. or call us at 801-374-2121 and discuss your concerns with one of our admissions counselors.